and black person, you can't see those. But as you get into more of a mulatto or a lighter skinned complexion, you can see this blue vein, and that's where the name comes from. So,
Okay.
they claim that in order to be a part of this club, you need to be light enough to see these veins, which for many African Americans would be a very difficult thing.
Yeah, definitely. And you say that you have this niece who's always down on herself for, well, you told our producers that she's always down on herself for having darker skin, and her family. I mean, your family has even gone so far as to even try and bleach or dye her skin lighter. Do you have anything to say from a male perspective as to why, a darker skinned woman would not be as accepted?
Well, with the times as they are, it's seen more appropriate and even more attractive for a woman to have lighter colored skin, to the point where a darker skinned woman is seen as less feminine, more,
Okay.
I don't know how to put it, maybe more savage, I guess,
Okay,
for lack
primal.
of a better word.
Primal. Okay.
Yeah, it's seen as less ladylike almost.
Okay.
Men can kind of get by with it because that's kind of how they portray themselves already. See them, a big, strong guy, can, kind of make a name for himself, can stand out a little bit better, no matter what complexion his skin is, especially if he were to find a woman that's light complected. Like a man could get by fairly easily if he were to have a wife or significant other that is light skinned.
Okay. Okay. Well, is there, you said you've given your niece some advice to move to a bigger town. Is there any advice to anyone else that is kind of going through this problem that you could offer, as to make their experience a little bit easier?
Well, I would just say that if you're in a small town, it seems to me that a lot of times small towns kind of breed small ideas.
Yeah.
You end up with people who, are much more apt to look at racially minded things. I've always thought that a bigger town is more likely to accept people with differences because there are so many more people and so many more
Yeah, definitely.
things that are necessary with that setting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would say try to surround yourself with people who care about you, and try to get to a place where you can feel accepted for your skin color.
Yeah, that's really good advice, and that's kind of along the lines of what my co-host was saying earlier, is to always really surround yourself with positive people, and people who actually value you for who you are, and what you're worth, and they really understand you as a person. I think that's really great advice,
Yeah.
Uncle Joe. But yeah, I think that's all the time we have for
All
today.
right. Well, thanks. Good luck to that girl, and God bless.
All right, awesome. All right, now we're going on to caller number 3.
All right, caller number 3, we have someone who refers to herself as Mother.
Hi.
Hello. Do you have something you want to weigh in with our subject going today?
Yeah, I just have a really quick comment. Just because someone is born with dark skin doesn't mean it can't be lightened to make her more beautiful.
Okay. What do you mean by that exactly?
Well, women who are born with dark skin, unlike myself, I'm fair complected, but women who are born with dark skin always seem to have a rougher go of it. And, personally, I would want my daughter's experience as a woman to be as easy as possible. There's so many things you can do to change the color of someone's skin. There's so many creams and bleaches and all that kind of stuff.
Let me stop you right there. One thing that I think maybe you could consider just supporting and loving your child with something that she can't really control. Yeah, I think that's all we're going to say on that subject. But thanks for calling, and I hope you get your priorities straight.
All right, it looks like we have time for one last caller. This man's name is Weldon, and he says his biggest problem isn't women with dark complexions, it's just holding on to one woman at a time.
What's up, Vic?
Oh, nothing, Weldon. Did you want to weigh in on this conversation?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that it doesn't really matter to me how dark a girl is. More just, that she stays where she's at and doesn't start trying to travel around with me.
Oh, okay. Do you travel for work, Weldon?
Yeah, I'm always taking odd jobs around places. Partially just to keep work coming in, and partially just to keep girls coming in.
Okay. And your idea of having a woman in every town, you don't see that as unhealthy at all?
Not for me, and not for the girls. They don't know about each other either.
Okay, and the women that you affect in this, have they ever blamed any part of their skin color for, you leaving them at all?
I wouldn't know, I guess.
Oh, so you just have absolutely no interest in their personal beliefs or self-worth.
Yeah, there's really only one thing that I'm interested in.
Yeah, Weldon, you are a winner. You are such a winner. Anyway, I think that's all the time we have for today as far as your conversation's going. So have a great day. Have a nice life, Weldon.
All right, nice talking to you, Victoria. Lovely. Man, interesting day we had. A lot of callers seem to kind of have a lot going on similar to each other. But
I was gonna say that as far as intraracial relationships, I'd say there's definitely a huge spectrum of emotions and issues that can go into that.
Beliefs seem to vary widely from person to person.
Yeah, and that Weldon guy, it's just weird.
He seemed cool.
Yeah, he was a winner. He was a definite winner. Anyway, that's all the time we have for today. We really hope you enjoyed our show. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, we also have a course blog link that you can find on the course blog sign up sheet. As far as all the issues we discussed today, they can be further discussed in The Blacker the Berry by Wallace Thurman. It's a really great novel, really great book. Has a lot of really awesome information in it.
Yeah,
so.
A lot of great characters. And the big portion of the book is the characters and their beliefs that they hold and just the way that they react to each other. The setting changes, the action changes, the circumstances change, but it's the characters that really make up the meat of what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. And I really like what Luke said earlier about how basically a story is a bunch of, crazy events that should never happen together, but they're happening sequentially to make a really great plot and really great character development. So this novel is just a really good example of interracial discrimination on skin color and the relationships, within it. So
right. And it comes down to the psychology of a person that throughout her whole life is told that she's not worth anything because of her skin color, to the point where even whenever she starts to meet people that would look past it or might take her for, determine her worth through different means, she can only see that.
Yeah, she can only see her skin color,
right.
Which, kind of just reinforces that negative behavior. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
good talking to you guys. Tune into you guys.
The next time we'll be talking about The Street, which is definitely our favorite novel of the semester. So it should be a really fun time. Y'all take care.